Hi, everybody. This is my friend Sean Branch. Sean is visiting with us this weekend from St. John, New Brunswick in Canada, from his ministry called Threshold Ministries there in St. John. It's a national ministry with the Anglican Church in Canada, and Sean has traveled from one side of the country to another to share what he's going to be sharing with us Saturday afternoon from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock here at Raleigh Vineyard. So I wanted to have an opportunity for us to get to know Sean. So Sean, tell us about your ministry. What is Threshold Ministries all about?
Well, our main focus is to help people know Jesus. And so we have people who have been called to evangelistic ministry, serving from one end of the country to another. We started originally in the UK in the late 1800s, kind of migrated to Canada, and have been working historically with the Anglican Church, but we're working with 6 different denominations now in Canada, serving on the street, in churches, in all but one province in both territories. So
Wow.
we're a little spread out.
Yeah. Now, you use the E word, evangelism.
Yeah, the most uncomfortable word in Christendom.
It is very uncomfortable, and the picture that I think a lot of us have are, tend to be either TV evangelists,
Yes.
or they tend to be people wearing leisure suits from another time and space, who grab a hold of people and put a kind of a high pressure sales on them, or use some other kind of bait and switch kind of a thing to get people to sign on the dotted line for Jesus. So what does evangelism look like for you and Threshold Ministries? What are the practices of evangelism that you're going to even be talking to us about on Saturday?
Well, fortunately for you guys, there is no TV network that would ever put me on TV, so the future of me being a televangelist doesn't exist. And I left my leisure suit back at your house, so unless everyone stops by your place,
They won't get to see it.
They won't get to see it.
That's unfortunate, because it's a very nice suit.
But yeah, for us, it's really just about coming alongside people, befriending people, helping them know that regardless of life situations, whatever circumstance they're in, there is an alternative and something better for them. So it's we call it kind of friendly evangelism. So it's not hellfire and damnation if you don't believe, everything the exact way we do, then you're doomed for hell. It's more, God loves you and we want to help you realize that. So,
Wow, that sounds radical.
yeah, even that gentle approach is difficult for some. And I mean, honestly, like what my hope for tomorrow is to help people realize evangelism is actually the easiest thing we can be doing as Christians, because regardless of where I've gone across Canada, and I doubt the US is much different, but people have built it up to be something that it's not, and it's actually the easiest part of what we've been called to as Christians. You know me well. Pastoral ministry is not my gifting. I don't really know why you're laughing about that, but evangelism is something that I don't find a struggle, because it's really just about having a conversation with someone. And yeah, so
Sometimes we hate conversations with people.
well, yeah, but I don't think that has anything to do with being a Christian. I think that's just part of our humanity.
Fair enough. Now, you have come all the way down here from Canada to be able to share with us this weekend on Saturday afternoon.
Dog sled, skidoo, and cargo plane.
Now, I don't know if we know what a skidoo is.
A skidoo is like a motorcycle with skis.
Motorcycle with skis. Wow, that sounds very exciting.
It is.
Wow. So, you've gone through dog sleds and skidoos and all these other forms of transportation to get here, and so you must think I'm pretty great to come all this way.
You have no idea how wonderful I think you are. And I'm happy to share that with the people of Raleigh Vineyard. And I have been diligently rehearsing the pronunciation of this community.
Excellent. I appreciate that. I've noticed you've got it right.
And I've been correcting Canadians that it's not Raleigh, it's Raleigh.
Well done.
So Yeah, I'm really looking forward to meeting some of your people and hanging out with them. And I will try to leave them in one piece.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, with this is your first trip to Raleigh.
It is.
And you're just awed by the beauty of everything down here.
Mm-hmm. Right now, the temperatures are like our summer, so
that's exciting.
Yeah, it's great so far.
That's a good place to be. What would be one thing that you would say is true of who you are as somebody who follows Jesus, as somebody who's just getting through life? What would you say is what is the most challenging thing you found in following Jesus?
I think it's the misconception that we have that once we become a Christian, that life is wonderful, easy, and a bed of roses. I think, for me anyway, life has actually become much better by going through the hard times and overcoming them, and knowing that no matter what or how hard the situation is, that God is there walking it with me. And if it's an area where I'm broken, He's broken with me and walking through that. So I think it's somehow we've embraced this kind of understanding that, yes, life is better as a Christian, but it doesn't mean that sometimes life isn't difficult. So I'm grateful for all the challenges and hard times that I've had to go through to be where I am and who I am today.
Cool. Well, I like who you are today. Sean's going to be with us Saturday. That's tomorrow for most of us, but I don't know when you're watching this. So it's going to be Saturday here at Raleigh Vineyard, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 3 hours full of goodness. You'll be encouraged having been here. You'll also be inspired with some really doable, practical ways that we can step out in the mission that God has called us to. So we look forward to seeing you, and then we'll also see you Sunday morning as Sean brings a good message for us on Sunday morning. So have a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.